What you know, you can't explain. But you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is. But it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad.
Thank you, VV at crank underscore underscore crank. Thank you for that new intro video. Love it, love it, love it. Shady Grooove is here in the house. Shady.
Matrixxx, how are you doing? Did you have a good weekend out there?
Man, I had a great weekend. I hope everybody out there had a great weekend too. And it is, what is it, 9:30. It's, what is it? Oh my gosh. It is September 30th, 2019. Almost into Red October, Shady.
Almost October already. Coming around on 2 years of the Q movement.
Wow. Yeah. So this will be a 2-year anniversary coming up on what, the 28th or 27th, right around there?
28th, yeah. And then also we have the 2-year anniversary of the president saying calm before the storm on the 5th, I believe.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Some good stuff coming up.
Red October.
Red October. Funny thing too, we got to just remind you guys again, please understand that you are watching a movie, guys. A very carefully well-crafted script you guys are watching. Remember, you are here right now. Whistleblower traps set. And boy, I tell you, the POTUS has been going on a Twitter rampage. And you know what it seems to me, Shady? It just seems like they're projecting all of their crimes and all of their issues onto our president.
Every one of them. Every single thing that they have done, they're trying to somehow make the people believe that he is the one that did those things, even though these things happened before he was elected.
That's right. And let's do incarcerated ET did a really good thread here, Shady.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's Behold the Memory Hole. Epstein, Pedo Island, Zorro, The Ranch, Blackmail Cover-Up, Podesta, Alfantis, Pizzagate, Dan Schneider, Pedo Wood, Dutroux Affair Cover-Up, Ronald Bernard Banker Interview, Pentagon Child Porn Servers, Peter Scully, Dark Web Child Torture, and Red Room. Shady, take the next 10.
The Franklin Cover-Up, Boys Town Ring, Dracious Keaty's Pedo Ring, Chilean Senator Pedo Ring, North Fox Island Child Killing Ring, Madeline McCann Disappearance, Brooke Shields Child Actor, Cardinal George Pell Vatican Ring, Colonel Michael Aquino Pedo Cult,
G4S Security Human Trafficking, DynCorp Human Trafficking. That was in the Chicago Tribune, Shady. We got Dolphin Square Ring, Planned Parenthood Organ Trafficking, Jersey Island Child Killings, Saxon Sump Affairs, Elm Guest House Ring, Rotterdam Ring Police Cover-Up, Clinton Hit List, Go
Clinton,
ahead.
Haiti, child trafficking, Joe Biden, child groper, McMartin, preschool ring, Presidio, military daycare ring, Sunspot, observatory, child porn, FBI op, Israeli resort in Colombia tied to sex trafficking, Nexium cult, Pennsylvania, 300 plus priest pedo ring.
Sandusky, pedo ring. University of Pennsylvania, Roman Polanski scandal. Jared Fogle, Subway, the Subway dude, pedo ring. MJ scandal. Seville scandal. Oprah's school for girls abuse. John Bonet, photographer, child abuse arrest. The Finders cult. Tuam Church, child mass grave.
Atlantic Shore Orphanage Child Mass Grave, Dozier School for Boys Child Mass Graves, Nancy Schaefer CPS assassination, Andrew Breitbart Podesta assassination, FBI Ted Gunderson exposes child trafficking, Muslim child training camp cover up.
Portugal, Casa Pia pedo ring. Brazil, John of God pedo ring. Tuscan CMEX trafficking camp. Italy, Forrester Care pedo ring. Norway, pedo bust. I mean, his name was Seth Rich. DNC email. Hillary Clinton email. I mean, this list is just a start, but a very, very good list, Shady.
Yeah, well, I mean, a start of the list is this is the stuff that we know about, kind of.
Right. Right.
You know, I mean, this is stuff that somehow leaked out of their control.
And all of this they're trying to put onto our president, who is actually doing things about arresting predators. And that's one of when he did the calm before the storm, that's going to come up on October 5th-ish. That was the meeting that he had, was putting the full weight of the government to try to dang near get rid of child pedophile rings. I mean, that the wall is much more than you know, folks. Good. And
the trafficking reality is much more than you know. And reading through that list right there just now, I hope you get a real sense out there of the scope and breadth of this. This is not a little topic here. This really does have control over the whole world. This cult has been harvesting us for centuries, guys, and they've taught us, like, they kind of did the math and felt like if they grew the human population to so many, then them harvesting 30 or 40 million a year wouldn't be so noticed.
That's right. I also want to show you guys now.
This is crazy.
This is Laura Connor. She's a follower. She listens to the Matrixxx Grooove Hour. Laura,
hey, Laura.
Check this out. She's actually using DVR, and she records. And when she presses the pause button, this shows up. Check it out.
Want me to do it?
Yeah.
Screen over, Matrixxx.
At the highest levels. Remember, this.
What's that, Shady?
Your DVR has got a screen holder.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Mm-hmm.
Every time we pause it, it puts this picture of Impeach on there.
When did he know?
Hitting play.
In
Now it's
December
back to
2015,
Giuliani talking.
She does it a few times.
Pause. That's not even what's on the TV. It's been doing that all night.
Unbelievable.
Well, he was giving out billions in the Ukraine.
It's just weird.
Wow. Games they play.
A lot of great lawyers have come
Subliminal messaging is hitting the
Wow.
newsstands everywhere.
Absolutely.
Why in the world would it do that?
So that's a really good catch. Thank you very much, Laura. Amazing. Just resist it. A big sign saying impeach pops. That is just insane, man.
On your DVR.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to know if anyone else out there, let us know if anyone else out there has anything. Have you ever paused the DVR and it go to like another screen immediately? It usually just stays on the screen, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It doesn't have a little save screen that it immediately falls to from my experience with them, but the kids out there in their technology, Matrixxx.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this here, Shady. Look at General Flynn's new banner.
Looks like Geronimo.
Geronimo, and that's a hat tip too, because he's got his parachute gear on, and that would be Mr. T right here. This is Mr. T's post right here. It's amazing. Basically, it's Geronimo. There he is. And let's look at some Q posts. Patriots don't sleep. This is Q post 144. Patriots don't sleep. 40,000 foot view necessary to understand USSA global events. Paint the picture. Decrease altitude. We will not fly that high again. Higher the altitude, the risk of conspiracy. ST. Many cannot swallow. What is no such agency? Q Group. Who has clearance to the full picture? Important. SIS is good. Admiral Rollins. Right?
Rogers.
Rogers, excuse me. Admiral Jeez, I tell you. It's Monday, guys. What agency is at war with the clowns in America? How does POTUS shift the narrative? New age of enlightenment. 80% covert, 20% public. What has occurred over the last several months? See info leaks. Operations, think SA plus question mark. CNN sale. What companies record largest cash injections by clown in America? Public. Why? Who does it hurt? Who controls the MSM? Primary objective from beginning, POTUS discredit MSM. Why is this relevant? How is information transmitted? How are people informed? Why was Sarah AC attacked? Hack attempt? Why is Operation Mockingbird repeated? We just saw Operation Mockingbird 2.0 right back there with the Impeach sign, didn't we?
Yep.
Think, why was Jason Bourne CIA dream repeated? Think social media platforms. Who are the wizards and warlocks? What council do the wizards and warlocks control? Think Snowden, inside terms dropped. Alice in Wonderland understood. Snow White understood. Iron Eagle, Godfather 3, Speed, everything has meaning. Disney is a distraction. Senate and Congress puppets will not allow power shift. For God and country, for humanity, Geronimo Q. And Geronimo is what the Army usually says when they jump out of a plane, guys.
Yep.
Very interesting, right?
That's right. And that, there's a lot to unpack in that Q post.
There is a lot to unpack. And we've been, unpacking a little bit of it, Shady, here and there. Hey.
Yeah, I think that the council there was stop calling me Quid Pro Joe.
Quid Pro Joe.
Stop calling me Quid Pro Joe.
Quid Pro Joe.
Stop calling me Quid Pro Joe. He's getting so angry.
Quid Pro Joe.
The president's got your number. The president's got your number.
Never interrupt the enemy when they're destroying themselves, guys. This is,
no, they're doing a really good job, Mitch. I mean, let's be honest.
Isn't this panic?
It's so panic.
It's so panic.
Patriots are now in control.
Did you see this guy, De Niro?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I had to send him. I tweeted at him a little bit yesterday.
Oh my God, look at that guy.
Oh, where is it? Oh man, if I could send you that meme. Meme
is it on your Twitter?
No, I didn't actually tweet it, but I sent it here.
I wanted to tweet it.
I didn't want to tweet it. I think I might have retweeted the person.
Drop it in Discord. It'll come up. I'll open it up for you.
All right, I'll drop it over there.
All right, drop it in Discord if it's appropriate, of course.
Oh yeah, it's definitely appropriate.
Quid Pro Joe.
Quid Pro Joe.
Yeah, I don't even want to play his crap because obviously those that speak the loudest have the most to lose, guys. Also, this is what we just played to in the beginning. This is a hat tip for @the crank. This is V:B, aka 55, Roman numeral 5, and that is the new little video we played. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Look at this, guys. Breaking update: Speaker Pelosi and Adam Schiff are connected to the prominent Ukraine arms dealer.
Huh?
Imagine that. Projection.
Well then,
Shady, it's all projection. Everything is projection.
Well, a lot of people out there don't realize that all of this Russia collusion delusion originates in Ukraine.
Right. And won.
It's CrowdStrike, Christopher Steele, all this stuff. It's coming out of Ukraine, and everybody's like, they're freaking, man. I mean, they are. I mean, they should be. I mean, we expect this.
Absolutely. They're these people are sick. They are just, We're watching them destroy themselves.
Well, they're
Shady.
destroying the Democrat Party, dude. I mean, that's really what they're doing. I mean, it's like the middle, center right, center left, has always been right there. People think a little bit differently this way. People think a little bit differently this way. We can agree to disagree. We're not that far away from each other. And the squad and this whole group, have taken this stuff, to the next level. And every candidate up there is a socialist.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, where can it's like, it's not even like you could even entertain the idea any longer of voting for the Democrat Party.
Do you remember when we invaded, what was it? Oh my gosh, what was it? President Mikhail Saakashvili eats his tie. Remember that? When he ate his tie when it was like Crimea?
Yeah, the Crimea.
Yeah, was that Crimea or was that Georgia? This is the Georgian president. Check this
Oh, it might
out.
have been the Georgian one, but it was.
I'm going to take the music up. But
Yeah.
Look at this. This is what... He doesn't look... He's on the phone. He doesn't look too happy, does he? I mean, you want to talk about a mob shakedown. That's what they're doing, not our president. They are shaking these. Look at this, Shady. This is the Georgian president.
Well, yeah, just like you were saying, whenever you say think projection, they are telling you that we are the mob.
Yep.
And that we are controlling the world with mafia-style tactics. This is our business. This is our business to control America. And this president is screwing that up for all of us, including the Republicans that are under our puppeteer control.
And let's also remind everybody that Rep. Adam Schiff illegally made up a fake and terrible statement, pretended it to be mine as the most important part of my call to the Ukrainian president, and read it out loud to Congress and the American people. It bore no relationship to what I said on the call. Arrest for treason. And let's go ahead and watch this, Shady. Here we go.
Let's do.
This is the essence of what the president communicates.
No, it's not.
We've been very good to your country, very good. No other country has done as much as we have. But you know what? I don't see much reciprocity here. I hear what you want. I have a favor I want from you, though. And I'm going to say this only 7 times, so you better listen good. I want you to make up dirt on my political opponent, understand lots of it. On this and on that. I'm going to put you in touch with people, and not just any people. I'm going to put you in touch with Attorney General of the United States, my Attorney General, Bill Barr. He's got the whole weight of the American law enforcement behind him. And I'm going to put you in touch with Rudy. You're going to love him, trust me. You know what I'm asking, and so I'm only going to say this a few more times, in a few more ways. And by the way, don't call me again. I'll call you when you've done what I asked. This is, in character, what the president was trying to communicate.
That's what Joe Biden communicated when he wanted that prosecutor fired. I mean, what the heck is going on?
What are you seeing? I mean, look at what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no question that he just read into the record a false statement, a false transcript into the congressional record, and then tried to claim that it was a parody.
Yeah. I mean, that is into the record. He is a public office, and he's outright lying.
It's the intelligence.
He said that was the gist of the what the Trump said. I read the same thing he did, and I didn't get that gist.
This guy is the head of the Intelligence Committee in our Congress.
And
people, we have got to be loud. I heard the whistleblower was Ario Speedwagon.
Yes.
Heard it from a friend who.
Heard it from a friend who.
Heard it from another. You've been messing around.
Oh my God. That was funny. I dropped that meme in there. Look at this,
I know.
Shady. Q plus. Does this look like a Q post? Look at this, guys.
Yes.
Who changed the long-standing whistleblower rules just before submittal of the fake whistleblower report? Drain the swamp. Q plus.
And for those that don't know what's going on with this, less than just a couple of weeks ago, they changed the whistleblower statute to say that hearsay, in other words, secondhand information, can be entered into a legit or can be considered a legitimate whistleblowing complaint, whereas before that was not the case. And you notice what John Brennan tweeted right after all that, right?
Yes.
Where he basically told everybody to become a whistleblower.
Yeah.
He's activating the bureaucratic nonsense he's basically saying, please say just whatever you want to say, make as much chaos as possible because this is getting out of control.
Steph right here nails it. Look at what she says. They redefined whistleblower so Brennan's spooks could continue with the coup. A reminder to federal officials, there is no limit on the number of individuals who can use the whistleblower statute. If you think you're involved in unlawful activity as a result of a directive from Mr. Trump or someone doing his bidding, now is the time to report it. How about you, Brennan?
Well, that's right. That's what I told him. I tweeted to him and told him that maybe he should tell on himself before the class.
Oh my gosh, look at John O'Brennan. Shady, I just connected something here. Look at this.
What do you got?
Watch this. Hang on.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it was great to have Carly the other day, wasn't it? I mean,
I know, it was so much
look
fun.
at this.
Hey, Carly.
Right here. Jobs, John O'Brennan. Whistleblower traps, JOBSC. Look at, is that John O'Brennan?
Classified 356,000, 30,567.
JOBS. Something. I mean, that just hit me reading, John O'Brennan, right?
No, I didn't realize his middle initial was O either.
Yeah.
I didn't actually put that together.
Hey, he's a little Muslim Irish guy. John O'Brennan here. Hola. Oh. Sorry. All right, so that's very interesting. We got Q Plus right here. Look at that. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. There it is. See, look, John O'Brennan, Shady.
Huh. I'm looking job in the Q Plus.
I know. Do it. Yeah, because this is live dig, guys. Press 45, guys.
Inside
if you
job,
think we need to
1069.
if we need to impeach, or not impeach, if we need to arrest Adam Schiff for his false reading and false, I guess, assertion of what the president said, press 45.
Impeach Schiff.
Just arrest Schiff for being a traitor.
At least get him out of there.
Get him out of there. Something. Bye-bye, Adam. All right, so very interesting stuff. There I am again, because Twitter does that all the time. Let me get my Twitter back here, guys. 1 second. And here we go. So, lots of stuff has been happening, Shady, and we've got a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if I can play this, but this is actually very amazing. This is the power tie. It's a really cool thing for President Donald Trump. I'm just gonna let that play real quick. Look at that. I don't know if I can put the music on because YouTube's been very finicky lately. But
yeah, maybe just play without the music. But wow, how cool is that?
Look at that. Watch them come. I mean, look at them. There's their hats. Look, I love this. Keep America great. Love that. Wow. Great job, Power Tie. Great job.
And some of the other, I was noticing over the weekend that the number one, the Republicans the president has raised $15 million since they announced impeachment.
A record. It's been a record.
And then I was watching some
a
of
lot
the
of new donors too, right?
Right. All like low dollar, under $10, $15 donors. And then also was watching some of the new campaign ads going off in the districts of the quote unquote Democrats who were elected to help Donald Trump, which would be considered the weak Democrats in districts where they got elected because they acted like they were going to do something positive. And now they're being accused of trying to impeach the president by the president in those districts. Good luck with that.
That's amazing. Here you go. This is Bob. Bob pretends for a living. Sometimes Bob pretends to be tough and edgy, but Bob isn't tough or edgy. Bob is just another butthurt snowflake. Don't be like Bob. That's good.
These anons out here with us know how not to be like Bob. Matrixxx.
What a Fokker. Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers, right.
He's definitely a Fokker.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Shady.
Class act.
Just so much going on, guys. Welcome here, guys. YouTube. I hope you guys out there had a great weekend. Seeing some great Patriots out there. Much love to you all. Let's check this out. Look at this, Shady.
Former President Obama is producing a new series about President Trump's impeachment. According to reports, the series is part of a $90 million deal with Netflix. Few details about the series have been released, but casting and a script are already in the works, with Obama saying Rudy Giuliani has given his team a lot to work with. Production is expected to begin as early as next month.
Whoa, dude. Can I give the audience a little explanation of Rudy Giuliani?
Yes, please.
Everybody's very confused about this.
They really are. Shady, please do.
Okay, so now, I'm a client of Rudy Giuliani, aka Mr. Donald Trump. Mr. Giuliani is representing me as my attorney. This guy's got my best interest at heart. If anybody else has my best interest in he has just defended his client against Russian collusion coming from the orifice of every media source out there. 2.5, 3 completely
Shady, hang
fake,
on one
phony,
second.
and false.
Shady,
Yep.
1 second.
Go ahead.
You're cutting out a little bit. Let's just wait for this internet connection. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Try
that's
it
good.
again. Keep going, sir.
Okay. No, I'm good. Okay, so let's say that we have all this Russian collusion and it's over and there's no collusion, no obstruction. So he's defended his client successfully. And he's actually saying here, this happened, this goes back all the way back to November, and he's saying that the Ukrainian officials approached him and said, "Sir, we have information that we've been trying to give the DOJ and to give the FBI for years now, trying to show what the corruption was in Ukraine. We have this treaty between the Ukraine and America to share and exchange information on corruption." Giuliani is the representative of Mr. Trump. And if someone brings him evidence that says there's a different explanation of quote unquote what they're trying to accuse the president of, he's obligated to take that information. And if the president has information about corruption in a foreign state that leads to American politics or buying out politicians in the 2016 election or any arena for that matter that the president wants to investigate, he has the right. He has the right to investigate. The president has the right. He is the chief investigator. He is the chief executive law enforcement officer in America. And that's another thing that should paralyze you with fear out there, is that the number one head honcho guy in charge of law enforcement in America is being harassed like this.
Yeah.
Like, so if this can happen to him, imagine what the full weight of the DOJ and the FBI can do to you. And so the FBI and the DOJ don't only have power, Matrixxx, by prosecuting you. They have power by not allowing people to give them information.
Absolutely.
So now we're in this moment where, okay, well, these people are trying to give the DOJ, Department of Justice, trying to give the FBI the right source, the right channel, the right information about corruption. And what they do is they close their doors and say, we don't want to look at that. And then they go try to give it to other channels. And the media decide that they're going to attack Rudy Giuliani for, quote unquote, wait for it, protecting his client. Matrixxx. That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about. That's what the media is doing. Ed Henry is doing it. Fox News is doing it. Shepard Smith is doing it. Every single one of these mockingbirds are doing it. Like like it's all of a sudden. How are they all prosecutors and judges and stuff, except whenever it comes to talking about what's going on in a case, legal matter, with the president and his lawyer? Look how convoluted they're making something very easy.
That's right. I mean, when the real truth regarding that Russian collusion is right in front of you, which it is, guys, there is no collusion. I mean, it's right in front of you, but the fake news media prevents your awareness. You know, I mean, and then they keep lying and projecting, and I mean, it's absolutely insane.
They're keeping half the population asleep.
Yes.
And they're scrubbing the news, man. I mean, the news stories are being scrubbed from Twitter. Things are not trending. Things are not moving. Breitbart stuff's not moving on Twitter. Like, everything has stymied up in the last month or two tremendously.
Let's look at how the uranium-1 facts. These are 6 explosive uranium-1 facts that Secretary Clinton betrayed America. The former head of Russia's uranium company made 4 hidden donations to the Clinton Foundation totaling $2.35 million. Bill Clinton bragged a $500,000 speech in Moscow paid for a Kremlin-backed bank. Hey, thank you, Kremlin. The FBI has discovered evidence that Russian nuclear industry officials engaged in bribery, kickbacks, extortion, and money laundering. Shady.
The Clinton Foundation received $145 million from foreign investors involved in the uranium deal. FBI agents have an eyewitness and documents to support the most explosive parts of the Uranium One story. Clinton media donor Frank Holmes lied about selling Uranium One before Clinton approved the Russian transfer. Do you know how much the Clinton Foundation is down in donations, Matrixx?
Oh, probably a lot, right? Like, I mean, I wouldn't know, but
88% less. So in 2016, they were taking in around $250 million a year, and now they're not even getting 25.
Wow.
So not pay to play, right?
Yeah, no.
Nothing to see there. That doesn't look like anything to pay attention to or to report on or write a story about, right?
Right. That is awesome, dude. Wow. I mean, they
she was selling out our government or our country for access.
And they do this to everybody. If you have no real evidence of Russian collusion, you must attempt to manufacture. That's what they did with Kavanaugh. That's what they do with Anons. That's what they do all over the place. It's insane.
That's what MAGACO's been doing. That's what the whole group has been doing to all of us.
You can't attack the message, attack the people.
That's right.
Falsely. Interesting stuff, right?
Paint with whatever brush you can.
This war is very real, guys, and the message must be direct. The war is very real, folks. And our president is doing everything in his power to help us. And let's look at, since we were talking about Mayor Giuliani, let's check it out.
The president's talking about is, however, there is a load of evidence that the Ukrainians created false information, that they were asked by the Obama White House to do it in January of 2016, information he's never bothered to go read. There are affidavits that have been out there for 5 months that none of you have listened to about how there's a Ukrainian court finding that a particular individual illegally gave the Clinton campaign information. No one bothered to investigate that. Nobody cared about it. It's a court opinion in the Ukraine. The Ukrainians came to me. I didn't go to them. The Ukrainians came to me and said—
When did they first come to you?
November of 2016, they first came to me and they said, we have shocking evidence that the collusion that they claim happened in Russia, which didn't happen, happened in the Ukraine, and it happened with Hillary Clinton. George Soros was behind it. George Soros' company was funding it.
But you accept now that that's not true.
I accept that it is true. I can prove it.
Ha!
There are affidavits to prove that they were colluding with the Ukrainians, conspiring with the Ukrainians. There's a specific person in the DNC who was designated to get this information. There are 5 Ukrainian witnesses under oath saying it that are online. And if you had any regard for equal justice under the law, you would be looking for those. Well, let me ask the following question to anybody at home. If I change the names of Joe Biden and Hunter Biden to Donald Trump and Donald Trump Jr., 8 million from Ukraine while under an investigation, 1.5 billion from China while negotiating with China, would I be sitting here? George, please let me finish my
But you just made—
I know it's a damaging sentence.
The 1.5 billion is simply—
Interrupt.
That is,
Yeah, I don't need to listen to him, but did you hear what Giuliani said? Equal justice under the law.
Please.
Drain the swamp. United we stand, we the people, where we go. The only way to regain the trust regarding equal justice under the law, regarding White House, regarding Intel, regarding FBI, regarding DOJ, regarding Senate, regarding Congress, regarding Five Eyes, regarding our government, of the majority of the American people is to provide truth, transparency, and prosecution for all those who knowingly took part in this illegal manufactured effort. Attempted coup. Every time you hear the word impeachment, put coup.
That's what's happening.
To take down the president of the United States opens the door, the great awakening. If you guys are onto this plan of the mainstream media, hit 17. Look at you guys out there. I'm going to hit a 17 right now. There you go. Look at that, Shady. 17.
In future proves past.
Future proves past. Look at truth, transparency, and equal justice under the law. Look at that. Equal justice under the law, folks. Equal justice under the law.
We used to say it like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's right. People are craving equal justice under the law. Shady, why don't you read this Q post, 2788. And by the way, 8chan is coming back. We don't have a date. 8chan update by Ron at Code Monkey says that it'll all make sense when it comes out. And he's not going to promise a date, but everything is going well. Shady, go ahead and read this one.
This is the one that I've got the video on.
Yes,
How can an entity known only as Q, faceless, nameless, fameless, begin to ask questions on 4chan, now 8chan, and build something of this magnitude? How can this same Q entity garner such a massive amount of worldwide mainstream media, fake news attention, and attacks? How is it possible this Q entity can forecast future events or know when the president is about to tweet? How is it possible future proves past regarding information provided? How is it possible this Q entity, an entity who began by merely asking questions on 4chan and 8chan, was able to ... fill in the blank? Think logically. People are craving truth. People are craving transparency. People are craving equal justice under the law.
Yeah.
People are craving good. People are craving right. People are craving true freedom. People are craving safety and security. People are craving ... fill in the blank. Proofs negate falsehood conspiracy attacks. Those who attack have an agenda or remain plugged into the biggest disinformation campaign to be ever witnessed. Ask yourself, why are liberals always angry? Why do they curse? Why do they slander, push fake labels, racist, sexist, etc.? Why do they create emotional outbursts when challenged? Why are they violent? Why do they form mobs or packs? Why are they incapable of listening to the other side? Fascist. When you don't have facts to support your arguments, present logical reasoning, you must resort to the above tactics. The narrative is designed to keep people in a constant state of fear, thereby forcing anger, rage, violence. Emotionally unstable people are easier to control. They want you divided by race, divided by class, divided by religion, divided by political affiliation, divided as human beings. Divided, you are weak, and together you are strong. When you are strong, you think for yourself. And when you are strong, you challenge what you are told to believe. When you are strong, you are awake. When you are strong, you are no longer controlled. Trust yourself. Trust that you are not alone. Trust that there are good people right beside you fighting for what we know to be right. God bless you all. Where we go one, we go all. Q. It's one of my favorite posts.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted you to read it again. And yes, we'll get that video. The mods might drop it in here for you too, of Shady's reading of that. It's absolutely
But
amazing.
we have to see, we're really seeing this clearly, Matrixx. Look at how all the spells are in the words. Like the way they're talking about, they're calling him a mob boss. And we're talking about the mafia. And we're talking about a person who has been in New York City fighting the mafia for years. And we're talking about Italy. And we're talking about the church. And we're talking about forming mobs and packs. Think logical, everyone. Yeah. This is who we're dealing with. We are dealing with the quote-unquote mob.
They are the mob. They're projecting all this onto our president.
Yes. Correct.
Let's watch this real quick, Shady.
Joe Biden promised Ukraine $1 billion if they fired the prosecutor investigating his son's company.
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
But when President Trump asks Ukraine to investigate corruption, the Democrats want to impeach him, and their media lapdogs fall in line. They lost the election. Now they want to steal this one. Don't let them.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
God bless you, Donald Trump.
He's going to crush him.
2020 landslide. Keep America great. He does.
We're not going to lose a state, Matrixx.
We need to fight, though. Not give up. Let's not.
We're gonna take the red wave from shore to shore out there. Don't call me Quid Pro Joe.
Quid Pro Joe.
His campaign is contacting all the news organizations and saying to not have Rudy Giuliani on.
Yeah.
So they're trying to intimidate individual shows.
Like a mob? Like a mafia?
Like a mob. And say not to let Rudy come on and speak because that's gonna get too much information in the public before we do our little impeach dance over here.
That's right. And let's look at the most important facts that they have. This is Kevin McCarthy. The whistleblower was not on the call. The IG didn't read the transcript before acting on the whistleblower complaint. The White House released the transcript, which clearly shows the president did nothing that would be impeachable.
The most important facts we have.
Amazing, right?
The whistleblower wasn't on the call. The IG,
this is the greatest
Inspector
witch
General,
hunt
didn't read the call.
in the history of our
But you and
country.
I have all the information we need. The president did nothing in this phone call that's impeachable.
And you know as well as I know why they're doing it, folks. Because he is not part of their plan. He is not part of their
circle.
Ilk.
Yep.
Right. China. You know, obviously China is an issue as well, but that's where they're moving their headquarters, guys. Okay. And here's Rep. Adam Schiff illegally made up fake and a terrible statement. We covered that. I mean, shady. This president is on fire right now.
This is all today, guys.
Yeah. Again, the
Yesterday,
president of Ukraine said that there was no, aka zero, pressure put on him by me. Case closed. Shady.
Yeah, and then also he said that we showed you guys the treaty that we have with Ukraine that mandates us investigate corruption between America and Ukraine. Bill, you put that out there yourself,
right?
So it's like, okay, Bill Clinton and Joe Biden, you guys are the ones that made this treaty, and now you're saying what? That we're not allowed to share information? Like they're not allowed to have no corruption there? The prosecutor has spoken that Joe Biden had fired, and he has confirmed that they were in the middle of investigating Joe Biden's son. The case was not dismissed. The case was not over. And also, you know what I heard the Mockingbirds telling me yesterday, Matrixx? They were telling me that the IMF had problems with this prosecutor in Ukraine and thought he was corrupt.
Huh.
So, okay, so that's your sauce. You're going to say, the IMF has a problem with him.
That's
so
like
therefore,
using the SPLC and Daily Beast as source. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like saying, okay, the Federal Reserve doesn't like this guy. Okay, well, I don't trust them.
Derp, 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 derp. Look at this, Shady. And we were talking about this before, and I think we got this Q post right here, right? So let's look at this. Very simple. I was looking for corruption and also why Germany, France, and others in the European Union don't do more for Ukraine. Why is it always the USA that does so much and puts up so much money for Ukraine and other countries? By the way, the Bidens were corrupt. Just by the way, FYI, P.S.
FYI.
And then you
Quid pro Joe.
Quit. Don't call me Quid pro Joe. All right, so this is 1359, Shady.
A group representing German trade interests said the U.S. decision to withdraw from the deal will hit German companies and urged the EU to protect their interests. Trade between Germany and Iran reached $3.4 billion or $4 billion last year, according to BGA, another foreign trade association. What about Total SA? Total SA is a French multinational integrated oil and gas company and one of the 7 major super major oil companies in the world. Who recently visited the White House? What was the purpose? Coincidence? What about the safety and security of the world? What about preventing Iran nuclear capabilities? Fake news? Will the EU resort to protecting the deal so the money flow remains in place? Why is Kerry in the EU? Would the U.S. be forced to ban and declare certain EU countries off limits? Who controls elected leaders? Who do elected leaders report to?
Pickle.
Will Iran expose the names of corrupt officials?
Pickle.
Will the U.S. expose the names of corrupt officials plus con deal? We await your answer, 48. On guard.
On guard. Wow. So that actually is very interesting. Post and Shady. Good
Playing
call.
into our news a little bit today.
Yeah, we are the noose now.
Yeah, because they're saying that the French and the Germans still like working with Germany.
Imagine that.
And then the president's saying, the president said that. Well, I thought Q said. Wait, the president said it. Oh, Q said that.
Wait.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Wow.
Q plus?
Seems like we're reading the same thing in both places from Q posts and the president.
It does.
Look.
It does.
Well, I'll be. Again,
this definitely was a Q plus post.
Reality never ceases to amaze me.
Look at that. Who changed the long-standing whistleblower rules? That is definitely a Q plus post, Shady. Absolutely.
Yes,
amazing.
it is.
Absolutely.
And
amazing.
I love when he talks to me in all capital letters.
I do too. Yeah, I love when he shouts. And I just want
when he yells at them.
And people are in the news are hailing George Soros. Let's just look at this.
You mean George Soros never said he was a Nazi?
Right. And I would say that
Here's
that's
when
when my character was made. In what way? That one should think ahead, one should understand and anticipate events, and one is threatened. It was a tremendous threat of evil. I mean, it was a very personal experience of evil.
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours who swore that you were his adopted godson.
Yes.
Went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews.
That's right. Yes.
I mean, that sounds like an experience that would send lots of people to the psychiatric couch for many, many years. Was it difficult?
Not at all. Not at all. Maybe as a child you don't see the connection. But it created no problem at all.
No feeling of guilt?
No.
For example, that I'm Jewish and here I am watching these people go, I could just as easily be there, I should be there. None of that.
Well, of course I could be on the other side, or I could be the one from whom the thing is being taken away. But
the thing like someone's life.
There was no sense that I shouldn't be there because that was, well, actually, funny way.
Funny way.
It's just like in markets.
It's like the markets.
If I weren't there, of course I wasn't doing it, but somebody else would be taking it away anyhow. And it was whether I was there or not, I was only a spectator. The property was being taken away. So I had no role in taking away that property.
That's how a psychopath.
So I had no sense of guilt.
Justifies.
That's how the creatures that walk around us with no empathy and no compassion and can do terrible, horrible things to children, that's how they think.
And that's who we hail and revere? Insane.
And all your media, guys, all your media bow down to this guy. Everything that's been going on with the southern border, sending people from Mexico, all of that stuff, everything that's going on with Antifa, which you're seeing some of this right here, like all of this stuff comes from the source of which we just showed you. His mind equals the mind of the totalitarian control system. That's what he wants for you.
Psychopath, narcissist psychopaths, guys. Look at this. Antifa protesters scream and block at an elderly couple outside an event featuring conservative politician Maxime Brenier and Rubin report. Further violence broke out, leading to 2 arrests. Mohawk College had faced massive campaign to cancel the event. Look at this. She's a Nazi scum?
Look at that, man. This is in America.
I think this is Canada.
You think the media doesn't start this?
Yeah, this is Canada. Wow, right?
Oh, that's Canada. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
But still.
Sorry.
Look at, no, it's all good. Look at that. And, this is the guy, this Andy, remember him? Here he
Yeah,
is,
he's the guy that got assaulted in Portland a few weeks back. They threw concrete milkshakes on him. That's concrete in those shakes.
And not one arrest, folks. Not
Look at that.
one arrest.
I mean, you know that like what are you guys looking at?
Mob?
This is not.
I don't see Trump people doing this. Shady, do you?
No, there's no Republic. There's no conservatives treating people like this.
Yeah. Here they are interfering.
There's no
the arrest.
There's no other alternative to Antifa.
Look at they're interfering with arrest.
They're stopping it.
So very interesting stuff, guys. I mean, we need to put a stop to this. You know, what about us going out to maybe some Democrat functions and, you know, putting some truth bombs into them, you know, but legal and lawfully. I mean, I would never condone any of this violence, nor would any MAGA supporter ever, by the way.
That's what they're trying to project on us as well. You know, they're even writing, there's a few new articles this past week about trying to point to Q supporters as somehow violent.
Yep, they've been doing that. Look at this. There's another video. Look at this. Here.
Is this number 4?
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. He even painted his tongue black. This guy's into it. There's your Canadian PM that you just saw all those things happening. This guy calls people racists all the time. Isn't that the pot calling?
Everybody that doesn't agree with him, everybody doesn't agree with his mob views are racist.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Have you ever done the blackface thing, Matrixxx?
I've never done that. No.
Me neither. But you know, whenever we were younger, that we used to make fun of each other and things were funny, and you know, we had a different climate of discussion that was going on. If you go back and watch any of the older comedy shows or whatever, like we were able to make fun of each other. It wasn't considered a racist thing anyway. But now the left has conflated that to mean such, and so we've twisted this into, you know, something that is alternate to what it is, and now it's coming back to bite them.
And what does this corrupt human tornado mean, you think, huh?
I don't know.
That's definitely
Q plus.
Yeah, I mean, it's Hillary Clinton says
He's a corrupt human tornado.
Human tornado.
It's like hashtag mirror.
Yeah. Let's see what.
Look. She's looking in the mirror.
Yeah, that's it. Let's listen to this.
Responsibility to the 20th Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. It is my high honor and distinct privilege to introduce your Commander-in-Chief and a great champion of all the men and women of the armed forces of the United States, past, present, and future. The 45th President of the United States, President Donald Trump.
45. There he is. Amazing man.
Thank you very much, Mike. And I have to start off by saying that all of my life I've heard that if it rains on a big occasion, it brings luck. So, Mark, I think you're going to be the luckiest general in history.
The storm is here.
I want to thank everybody for being here, Vice President Pence, and thank you all for the incredible service members. We have the finest military anywhere in the world. The American military is the greatest fighting force without question in the history of the world, and today it's stronger than it's ever been by a large factor.
Absolutely.
No enemy on earth can match the awesome might of the American Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and the United States Marines. We're gathered today for a truly historic occasion. We're here to welcome our outstanding new chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley. Mark, I want to congratulate you. You're my friend. You're my advisor.
Nice.
And you deserve this position. I never...
Michael and I would like... Wait. That was Obama. Never mind. Did you see that? He's live right now too. So this is happening now. The ceremony. So if you want to go check that out, you can. But another Texas Republican, Mac Thornberry, will not see seek re-election. Shady, that's interesting.
There's a bunch of them already that are not going to seek re-election, and the ones that are going to maybe participate in some of these shenanigans. I mean, I'm disappointed in our Senate Intelligence Committee. I'm disappointed in I don't understand why there's no committees formed investigating this stuff in the Senate. Lindsey Graham, I don't know what you're doing, bud. I know the president released your phone number and you got a lot of swamp out there, but you need to be getting on this and starting some investigations into what is actually happening in Ukraine and where this CrowdStrike Steele dossier stuff came from. Why are we not seeing witnesses? The Republicans are in charge of the Senate, Matrixx.
Yep.
We could be having committee hearings every day supporting President Trump and showing how this is a farce, but no, we're not doing it. Oh yeah, I had to send you this. See, this is interesting, the date on that down there.
October 7. Yeah, they do that a lot. They, magazines put a date. But that's interesting. Look at that.
Interesting that the health issues are starting to come around. Hillary's looking peppy. She's about ready to start her campaign, I think.
Which one?
The Hillary.
Which Hillary?
the third one, the one that didn't fall at the truck.
Right. So you got
and the one that wasn't at the Bush funeral.
So here you go. This is what get more popcorn, folks. Impeachment inquiry has achieved one thing for sure. Joe Biden will not be the Dem candidate in the 2020 election. That's why Britons continue to raise their bets on Hillary. Oh my gosh, they think she will get into the race for the DNC nomination, Shady.
She might do that. She might run as she might be Warren's vice president.
Wow, huh?
She's got a couple of different ways that she could get in. Whoa!
Oh, there's Hillary Soros. Oh, I love me some memes.
Uranium One.
Yeah.
We haven't even started talking about Uranium One in Ukraine. I mean, there's so much stuff.
I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh. Here you go. Look at that. Unbelievable. Great memes, folks. Great. Oh, there she is. But look at this. Remember this. The Inspector General report that is released, if you want to show all your friends that, page 294, it says Hillary Clinton. This is an Inspector General report, guys. Crime against children, folks. If you just show people page 294, the IG report, and ask them to explain that. That's in an Inspector General report, folks.
No committees on that.
I remember when we forced them to do that. They had to report it. When we went under Hillary and we kept posting that. Everybody kept posting that. I saw all the Anons get under their posts at Patriots, posting it, and they had to release it. So that's a good show for Monday, Shady. I want to play this song here real quick. Let me grab it. It is we were not online on September 11th, but this is from Song Babe. Let's listen. Check it out. Some people did something, folks.
Wish I could drift away out on the September breeze, just fade into the gray. Forget what you just said to me. I don't know if I want to know. I saw her in the dark. Beside her was a out on the September breeze, just fade into the grave. Forget how everything just changed.
It's Song Babe. Beautiful song. Waiting in September by Song Babe right there. You can get the song.
Wow.
It's available at Reverb Nation right there.
Please go support her.
Yeah, please. She's actually disabled, but she's an amazing patriot. She's here on our show all the time. Hi, Song Babe, if you're out there. If you guys
Much love, Song Babe 5-5.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
5-5, love that song. Please support Sound Babe. There's her. You can buy the song. It's available, and she will donate the proceeds, I think, to General Flynn Fund as well. So God bless you, Song Babe. We love you. And really quick, apparently, let me just see if this is breaking right now. This is a tweet here. Developing Speaker Pelosi may have blown Democrats' chances of successfully prosecuting President Trump with a statement she made during her interview with CBS last night. Listen.
Phoned Speaker Pelosi. Early last week, details of the president's phone call filtered out in the press. As some at the Capitol called for impeachment, Mr. Trump phoned Speaker Pelosi to reassure her about the call with Zelensky.
He told you about the phone call.
He told me it was perfect. There was nothing in the call. But I knew what was in the call. I mean, it was in the
How
public
do you know
domain.
it was in the call?
He didn't even know that it was.
Ooh, it was not public domain, Shady. We got her.
Boom.
Boom,
Guys.
boom, and more boom, Shady.
You know it. This thing was written by Adam Schiff, Matrixxx. I'm telling you, this whistleblower thing was written by them, by a team of attorneys. They've been working on this before they submitted it for weeks, and they held it for the moment that they thought the Horowitz report was going to come out, and they could overcloud this whole thing with impeachment.
Boom. That is a huge boom. Breaking news. Wow.
I think that might be over.
Right. So Carly Bond said that the Netflix story may be bogus. She looked on the thread. OAN may have been duped. So if that is a fake story, we apologize. But still, they did sign a contract with Netflix. That's not a fake story. Also, CBS News is saying that that it's a 55% approve of the inquiry to impeach Trump. 45 disapprove. 5-5, 45, 17. I don't know.
Which number is it?
I have no idea. 5-5. And
give us a 5-5.
Give us a 5-5 if you do not want to impeach President Trump. Man, Q Plus today. Shady, what an amazing day. This is Monday. I have tomorrow. I have to take my mom. We have a family funeral to go to tomorrow, so we just might not be here tomorrow, Shady. Just so you know. I'm
really sad to hear that, man, and we're thinking about you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, and thank you for those prayers. Shady, we got the outro pick here.
Guys, I hate to jump and run, but you know that if I don't jump through whenever the portal is there, I won't get out of here. And so, Matrixxx, thanks again for another great time and for all you do and for all the Anons out there who have really helped us bring this message to the next level. And trust me, guys, I know that it's a little bit crazy, but you're going to see something like you've never seen in your country. You're going to see
history,
a country that actually works for we the people. I believe it. Transparency in government, Matrixxx. That's what we're fighting for every day. You guys out there, much love. Matrixxx, I'll catch you soon. Peace out.
Yes, equal justice under the law. That's what we're about, folks. That's exactly what the Matrixxx Groove are. That's exactly what Anons want. That's exactly what America wants, guys. Inthematrixx with 3x's.com. Check us out, youtube.com/c/Inthematrixx. Help us spread the word, guys. Share these videos with people. All videos are back up. Go check them out. We love you, miss you. I'll see you Wednesday. We might have a big surprise for Thursday's show. Stay tuned for an announcement. Talk to you guys soon. Much love. You're watching a very carefully scripted movie. Enjoy the show. Peace.